It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here. Shaq's here. Kenny's here. Welcome to this edition of 2K Sports. And it is Magic basketball tonight as the Orlando Magic go up against the Toronto Raptors. For Toronto, they were undefeated against this squad last season, going 3-0. We'll see if they can continue that dominance. So we're right around halfway through the season. Shaq, a lot of trade discussions happening. What are your keys to making a great deal?
Well, it depends on your goal. You want to win now? You want to win later? A combination of both? Does your analysis ever make changes out of emotion?
Well, acquiring players that fit your system. You have to have a system first. That's the key. And if your trade looks too good to be true, it probably is.
I meant to say do your analysis, never make changes out of emotion.
Okay.
See, I was emotional when I was talking about it.
Well, I heard you.
I
I understood it. I understood
All right.
it.
You did?
Not really, but.
Me either. And now with the tip-off coming up shortly, it's time to send it to Kevin Harlan for the call.
Here live from Amway Center for an Eastern Conference contest with the Magic in Orlando. Glad to have you with us for more NBA action. Kevin Harlan here along with analysts Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. And we'll be hearing from DA along the sideline all game long. You look at the Raptors. Well, they're entering a bit of a soft spot in their schedule, facing off guys against some of the lower-ranked teams in the league. And we'll see if they're able to take advantage and pad their win total.
And I think for Toronto, they've looked decidedly average here in the early stages of the season. And that's shocking when you consider the kind of success they're coming off from a year ago.
But it's so early in the season. I don't think they're going to have much trouble finding their form by the time the season really hits its stride.
Steve, obviously every team wants to start a season strong. How do coaches and players create a sense of urgency early in the season?
I think it happens in preseason. It happens in the training camp where you're looking and saying, we have to get off to a good start. And a lot of times coaches are looking at their schedules. The back half of the schedules can be very tough. A lot of road games or a lot of playoff teams. That's why at the beginning you want to get off to a great start. And you got to send that message to your team and let them know the reason why. And I think a lot of times that's when players respond.
Well said. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So for Toronto right now, Kyle Lowry and Danny Green are the guard tandem. Leonard and Ibaka are the forward pairing. And it's Valanciunas in at the 5, roaming the paint. Shot clock at 3. Augustine passes to Gordon. Off target from three-point range. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Raptors. Fournier against Green. Pass to Valanciunas. Shoots over Vucevic. No good from Valanciunas.
No one on him. He committed to fading away. Probably could have taken more time with that shot.
Green against Fournier. Green kicks to Valanciunas. And the pass to Lowry. A three-pointer off the mark. On offense, here are the Magic. This, their first look at this year's Toronto squad.
Yeah, and this game kicks off a 4-game season series between the two teams.
Looking forward to seeing these two franchises square off in what should be a thrilling first game.
Now here is Augustine. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. Augustine against Lowry. Augustine, that's good. Augustine's got the opening basket of the game for Orlando. Toronto's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Lowry finds Valanciunas. Back to Lowry. Puts up a 3. Drills the three-pointer.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
Augustine passes to Vucevic. Here's Fournier. Takes the 13-footer. No good off the back of the rim.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Back to Green. Outside Lowry. Takes the 3. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
A nice three-point shooter. Kyle Lowry extends the defense trying to cover him.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Now here's Gordon. 9-point game his last outing.
Well, sometimes it just takes an opportunity in the NBA, and Aaron Gordon has made the most of it. Since taking over that power forward role full-time, he has shown remarkable improvement. Plays with more confidence and aggression on offense and has transformed himself as a player.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
No good on the free throw. And for Gordon, in his first full season as a starter, he instantly became a star in the league.
And when he was taken 4th overall, this was the type of player the team was hoping he'd become. His outside shot has improved by leaps and bounds and always plays with speed and athleticism. And now I think he's got a much more fully rounded game, which makes him dangerous.
So he comes up empty, missing both.
Last season, Toronto had a very mixed season, to say the least. Franchise record 59 wins and the top seed in the East. It all came crashing down as they were swept out of the playoffs by the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Now here's Leonard. Turned in an outstanding game against Chicago. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Ibaka's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Augustine bringing it up now for Orlando. 7-point differential. Gordon inside. Ibaka on him. Looking to end the run. And it's Gordon missing. And for the Raptors last season, Steve, it was the ultimate letdown, wasn't it, to have the season end like it did against Cleveland?
Sure was. The team kept insisting things were different last year, and this was their time. Wasn't the case at all. They fell again to the Cavaliers. It was a big disappointment. They looked to shake things up this past offseason.
Al Fournier. Kawhi Leonard missing from long range.
Clearly a foul.
2 shots, gentlemen. 2.
And when you look at Evan Fournier, he's just a reliable source for points whenever he's on the floor.
Yeah, and Fournier is a bit of a quiet scorer. I mean, he always ends up with a lot of points, but doesn't tend to wow you with any individual plays. Terrific shooter who just makes the most of his touches and his minutes whenever he's on the floor.
He misses the free throw. Good on the second free throw. Here's Lowry. He's coming off a 25-point game against Chicago. Pass to Valanciunas. Now here's Leonard. He's covered by Isaac. Just 5 to shoot. Lowry for 3. That shot no good. And Orlando will come the other way. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
And look at what they did in the fourth quarter. Just totally out of sync and lacking in intensity. And that turned into that huge comeback.
Now, here's Isaac. 14 points from him the last game against New York.
And he's accustomed to having the defense draped all over him. But when he's that deep, they really don't have a chance to contest.
Here's Lowry. 4-point game. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Getting off his feet quickly, Valanciunas on the receiving end.
And that Unleash Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Now, here's Fournier. 20 points for him last game against New York.
And when you factor in the assist totals, that's a complete game.
Valanciunas against Vucevic. Second chance shot, and the rejection by Valanciunas.
You see the length of Valanciunas on display with that block. Just went up and got it.
Toronto working the ball around now. Ibaka, no luck. The Magic shooting in the early going here, pretty dreadful, 22%. Isaac passes to Gordon. To the middle. Here's Augustine. Up and in on the layup. Lowry with the ball. He's got 6. He kicks to Ibaka. Over Gordon. Ibaka, no luck.
I'll tell you what, despite the miss, he's going to be looking for that same shot again.
Knocked away. Leonard with the steal. Lowry against Augustine. Lowry can't get it to go.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Pass to Fournier. Lets it go with a 3. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Jonas Valanciunas, the big fella, dominating in the paint.
The Magic trail by 6. Augustine looking around. And there it is for him. Augustine's got 6.
Early in this quarter, he's been aggressive and selective with his shots. Tremendous efficiency.
Leonard on the wing. Kicks it to Valanciunas. Back to Leonard. Pulls up. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
And that was an easy one there. Just a missed opportunity.
If you give it to him, he'll take that shot every time down the floor. I'm sure he's kicking himself.
Now here's Fournier. And he can certainly fill it up when they need him to. He's averaging almost 21 points a game. And they pick up 2.
I tell you, Isaac has great vision for a big man. Can see over defenders easily thanks to that size.
Here is Ibaka after the made shot from Nikola Vucevic. And Ibaka kicks to Valanciunas. Outside for Lowry. A 3-ball. Vucevic with the rebound.
Boy, this is rough on him. He wants to help out the team, which is playing well otherwise, but his shot just isn't there.
And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for Toronto. Passes it to Valanciunas. Knocked away. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here. Orlando making some changes. Bamba is checked in for Vucevic. Simmons comes in for Jonathan Isaac. And it's Jaren Grant in for Augustine. And the Raptors also making a change. Siakam's checked in. Over in the corner, Green. 4 on the clock. His first shot coming late. Connects. The jumper drops.
Terrific shot. Danny Green, a champion in college and in the pros, of course, just has a winning attitude.
Now, here's Grant. 11 points last game. Fournier passes to Bamba. Back to Fournier. To the paint. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Leonard with no one around. Off target from outside.
It's been a frustrating quarter for him shooting the basketball. He just has to make sure he's taking good shots.
Grant finds Fournier. Now here's Gordon. Just 5 on the clock. Toronto grabs the miss. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
Yeah, tough place to play on the road, and you just saw how comfortable they were shooting the basketball.
Well, we have to give credit to the coaching staff. Terrific offensive strategy. Got them some great looks.
Now here is Lowry, following the miss by Aaron Gordon. And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That is his first foul of the game. The Magic making a switch here. Ross is checked in, and then for Toronto. Monroe's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. DeLon Wright comes in for Danny Green. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Kyle Lowry. Grant surveying the D. Now here's Ross. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. A three from Leonard. Finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make.
Feeling that one all the way. Leonard lethal in the catch-and-shoot game.
Grant kicks to Bamba. Back to Grant. And it's in there. Grant's got his first bucket of the night.
And you have to like the location of this pass. Gives it to him where he can do something with it.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who spoke with Steve Clifford. David.
Well, Kevin, when I asked him about the defensive game plan, he said they have to clog up the middle and deny clean looks at the basket. If they can do that, he thinks they'll have the upper hand. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Here's Grant. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
And Jaren Grant, 5 years at Notre Dame, redshirted as a freshman and helped lead them to the Elite Eight back in 2015.
The Irish had a high-powered offense, Kevin. A lot of shooters. A good preparation for him in the NBA.
One shot. One shot.
The free throw drops for Grant. 1:16 left in the first quarter. VanVleet kicks to Siakam. Toronto working the ball around now. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Grant. And it's VanVleet with the rebound.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Right outside. Lock at 6. The pass to Leonard. Over Simmons. Here's Monroe. Second shot opportunity, and the layup is good.
Defensively, you cause the miss, but then you have to corral it.
You know, there is nothing more frustrating than that. Giving up points on a possession, you won.
Now here's Gordon. Count that one. Gordon's got his first points in this one.
No one rotating over to help on the mismatch. Easy lay-in.
Right against Simmons. And here is Wright. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Pass to Leonard. And that one released in time, but no good.
And Ross can be a real hassle to any shooter with his length. Solid D.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Raptors lead by 4. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. Greg Monroe regarded as one of the better big men in the NBA, but in recent seasons, his minutes have been going down. He talked about maintaining his focus.
I'm a player. You know, as long as I'm on the court, whenever I'm on the court, it's just about being productive. You know, it's about continuing on the right path, you know, having the right mindset, the right focus, and just coming in every day and putting in the work and trying to do whatever you can to win games.
Professional mindset. Monroe is seasoned veteran, ready to go when his name is called.
It's challenging to accept a different or lesser role, but Monroe is approaching it like a true pro.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And from what we've seen so far from the Raptors guys, your thoughts?
I tell you what, that first quarter, you can see the game plan is a commitment to offensive rebounding.
That's their mindset, and these extra possessions have been converted into a lead.
Gordon down low with Bamba next to him. Grant is out there with Jonathan Simmons. And it's Ross in at the small forward. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic. Now here's Wright. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Van Vliet. No good with the triple.
And this is what he gives you, the ability to contest the shot without fouling.
Perimeter defense at a premium these days. You see the value in this kind of effort.
Here's Grant. At the elbow, it's Bamba. Ross on the wing. Wide open. And it's Toronto with the rebound. And after this game wraps up, they're off to Atlanta where they'll take on the Hawks. That's game 4 of 4 out on the road for them. And it goes down 2 points. That's 7 points for Kawhi Leonard.
If you can't get Leonard a look inside, this is the next best thing. Terrific touch from mid-range.
Bamba passes to Grant. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Steve, you were kind of a positionless player when you played 6'8", highly skilled. Talk about some of the guys who really fit that bill in today's game.
I think guys like LeBron James, Kawhi Leonard, Jason Tatum does a fantastic job. Ben Simmons, Jaylen Brown, he's done a nice job. Gordon Hayward, those are the guys that are 6'8", 6'7", can do a lot of different things at that position. One of the best also at that position, Andre Iguodala, to be able to switch out on offense and also play different positions on the offensive end.
Excellent list. Second free throw, no good. Raptors leading by 3. A wide open look here for Wright. The three-pointer, no good.
Not a big threat from out there. You see why the defense backed off a little.
Now Grant, he's got 6. Shoots a 3. They grab their own miss. Bamba's shot is off. Toronto's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Wright, that's a 2-pointer. And Bamba pulls it down.
And this is one of those times where the coach has got to preach, be unselfish.
And we don't know that he hasn't. Maybe it's been falling on deaf ears. Guys taking ill-advised jump shots.
Here's Van Vliet. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Siakam passes to Leonard. Shoots over Bamba. Leonard with the bucket. And the Raptors lead by 5.
This is where you really see it. The skill set of Kawhi Leonard allows him to beat good defense.
Here's Gordon. Rebound by the Raptors. Siakam's got 4 rebounds in this game. In the corner, it's Van Vliet. And it's blocked by Gordon. Fast break. Here come the Magic. Here is Ross. Grant outside. From past the arc. Siakam pulls it in. Wright looking around. Here's Leonard. That shot is off. And Orlando will come the other way. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Leonard with the steal. All alone. Good, he hits the jump shot. Leonard's got 6 here in this quarter. The Magic trail by 7. And now the first timeout called here for the Magic.
When you think back to 2014, Kawhi was named an All-Star, Defensive Player of the Year, Finals MVP, broke out as a true superstar.
Orlando making some changes. Vucevic checked in for Gordon. Jonathan Isaac comes in for Simmons, and DJ Augustine subbed in for Jaren Grant. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Toronto. And that one's good, Leonard. Smitty, as you were saying about Leonard, only 2 other players in league history had obtained all 3 of those honors in a single season.
And those other 2, Jordan and Hakeem Olajuwon, have been the only ones to do it. But Leonard did it at a very young age. Maybe the most amazing thing, Leonard still just entering his prime.
Raptors leading by 9. Here's Van Vliet. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Ibaka goes in. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket.
And you see Serge, he's still somewhat mechanical on the drive, but it can be effective.
And Augustine kicks to Ross. In the corner, Bamba with it. Vucevic dishes to Augustine. Clock at 4. Ross for 3. It's rebounded by Leonard. The Raptors have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. Right outside. And it's Mohamed Bamba with the foul. That's his first foul. Evan Fournier's checked in for Ross. Raptors also changing it up. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Monroe. Green comes in for Leonard. And it's Lowry in for Wright. And Valanciunas kicks to Ibaka. Here's Van Vliet, guarded by Augustine. Count that one from Van Vliet.
Timeout.
Yeah, going to the floater right there. That was pretty.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Here's Augustine bringing it up now for Orlando. Trailing by 13. They're off to Denver after this game as they apply their skills at the Pepsi Center. That's the first of 6 played on the road. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the Orlando Magic has struggled to find difference-making players in the draft or in free agency. Their goal is to get younger but get better at the same time, and it's difficult to do even in the Eastern Conference, but Orlando is determined to get this right. Kevin?
And the journey continues for them and a lot of teams. DA, thank you. It's deflected.
The main weapon in Bamba's attack, the slender long arms he possesses, helps him block lots of shots.
Now, here's Isaac. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Here's Fournier. The Magic again can't hit.
Yeah, it just seems whatever they do, nothing's working right now to stop the bleeding.
It takes an effort on both ends of the floor, and you have to find the right matchups to exploit.
Augustine against Lowry. Clock at 6. Ibaka outside. That 3 off the mark.
Rough start to this game. Hits 1 bucket in the first and nothing here in the second.
Inside. Vucevic with the rebound. Vucevic has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Isaac kicks to Fournier. Isaac with the ball. To the paint. Fades. Good on that shot, and with that, the Toronto lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Vucevic. Toronto's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Ibaka, the pass to Van Vliet. Softly drops in the floater. Van Vliet's got the lead up to 13 now for the Raptors.
You've got to give a ton of credit to the screener. That play easily opened up the easy layup for his teammate.
Augustine, that's good.
If you relax on him out there, he's going to make you pay every time.
Toronto with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's Van Vliet. He's guarded by Fournier. Pass to Lowry. From deep. And the foul called on Danny Green. That is his first foul of the game. The Magic trail by 10. Now here's Vucevic. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against New York.
He owned the glass in that one, too. No one could put a body on him.
Now here's Green after the miss from Vucevic. Ibaka finds Green. Outside Lowry. Here's the floater. He lays it in. Lowry's got 8 points.
Lowry is just so quick with the ball with both hands that he can lose a defender in a hurry.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. Steve, we know you're not going to become an official anytime soon, but is there a rule you would change in the NBA right now if you could?
Yeah, I look at the zone defense. I would love to go back where you're guarding your guy in some form or fashion. I know when I played, there was totally different rules about the legal defense, and it was basically imaginary line right straight down the middle. If you crossed that line, you had to go and double team somebody. I look at it right now, there's teams that are so good, they're just kind of playing a zone, and it's forcing us to see teams take more three-point shots. Well, he was in rhythm, hitting 2 threes in the opening quarter, but hasn't made one since.
Here's Fournier. Rebound by the Raptors. Ibaka's got his 6th rebound on the night. Outside, Green to the right side. Lowry looking around. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
In this first half, he has really fallen in love with the 3. So far, not paying dividends.
Green with the block.
Good shot blocker for his size. Danny showing great timing right there.
Here's Van Vliet. It's deflected. And here's Fournier. Trying to find Augustine. Gets it to him. And he comes up with the deuce.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
DJ Augustine.
One shot. One shot.
The free throw drops for Augustine. Here is Lowry. He's got 8. He kicks it to Valanciunas. No good that time. Great D that time from Vucevic. Through the three-point line, it's Augustine. Hits the front of the rim and out. It's tipped. Fournier passes to Augustine.
Less than 2 minutes remaining.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
Yeah, easy call.
The Magic have gone just 4 of 8 from the line tonight, hoping to move that free throw percentage up a bit.
DJ Augustine.
Two shots.
The first free throw is good. Siakam is checked in for the Raptors. He hits both from the stripe.
Another made free throw. He can get on these kinds of rolls. Great focus.
Lowry kicks to Siakam. Passes it to Van Vliet. And there's 1:45 left now here in the second. 5 to shoot. This one for 3. Rebound by the Magic. Vucevic has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. The shot's good from Fournier.
Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
Van Vliet kicks to Lowry. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. Lowry's got 4 points in the quarter.
If Lowry gets his feet set under him on a catch and shoot like that, the odds are it'll go in.
Augustine passes to Vucevic. Dishes it to Fournier. His three-pointer's off the mark.
I'll tell you, he just hasn't been able to get it done on the offensive end. It's kind of dragged down the team.
And there's the pass to Van Vliet. Valanciunas makes it off the glass. Valanciunas has got 6 points.
That's where Valanciunas is a handful, inside and on the block.
From 12 feet out, that one's good, and the Raptor lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Fournier. And it's Lowry with the ball, brings it up for the Raptors. To the wing on the left. Van Vliet kicks to Valanciunas, and the call will be against Fournier. That is his first foul of the game. Orlando making some changes. Gordon's checked in for Jonathan Isaac. Simmons comes in for Fournier. And it's Jaren Grant in for Augustine. Leonard, he's checked in for Toronto. Wright comes in for Fred Van Vliet. Valanciunas passes to Siakam. Here's Lowry. Vucevic with the rebound. Vucevic has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. The dish to Grant. Six to shoot. Back to Vucevic. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. And now just a 4-point Raptor lead. Lowry from deep three-point land. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for the Toronto Raptors. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Kyle Lowry. Kyle, you came out strong to take advantage in the first half. Were you pleased with the effort?
Yeah, we got to keep it up. Our defensive intensity has to stay high.
That has led to some great play at the other end. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is our halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. The first quarter for the Raptors was fairly even. At the end of the period, they held a 4-point lead. The second quarter was dead even in terms of their scoring output from both teams, and they still find themselves in a good position at the half. And taking a look at the Raptors, Kenny, what did you see out there?
Well, I love the way they're pushing the tempo, beating the defense down the floor, filling the lanes, finishing with authority, Ernie, getting to the rim and finishing hard.
Check. What'd you think about Orlando?
Well, if you can't shoot the ball, you might want to stop chucking it up. They keep trying the three, but it's not going down. They're relying too much on the three ball. Way too much. It's good when it's falling for you, but when it's not, you have to try something else.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
Welcome back, folks. The downtown skyline of Orlando, Florida, looking especially striking tonight. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. We gotta like what DJ Augustine has done in this game.
And let's see what the defense counters with to try and control him here in the second half.
Well, you like to run more doubles at him, but the risk there is opens up things for everybody else.
The Magic trail by 4. And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. Leonard and Ibaka are the forward pairing. Kyle Lowry and Danny Green are the guard tandem. And it's Valanciunas in at the center position. Tips it up, and it's put back in by Vucevic. Vucevic has got the first points to start out the third quarter for Orlando.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
And really, Lowry has made his career off delivering through contact. Really one of the strongest point guards in this league. Kyle Lowry, the Villanova alum, does everything you want from a point guard. Very complete player on both ends of the floor.
And the basket by Gordon.
He could have easily been selfish there and taken the shot, but he smartly kicked it out for a wide open look.
Pass to Leonard. Isaac with the steal. To the inside. It's Fournier on the wing, guarded by Green. Here's Augustine, and it's all evened up. Augustine's got 16 points. Well, with Lowry, as you said, Steve, he gives you a little bit of everything.
One of the best rebounding point guards in the league. Doesn't rack up huge assist numbers, but a very intelligent passer. Good assist to turnover numbers, smart with the basketball.
They get the rebound. Shots good by Ibaka. 7 points in the game.
When shots go up, one thing about Ibaka, he gets to the right place at the right time.
Here's Augustine. Vucevic. The shot will not fall. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And there's Lowry. That's good on the assist by Green. Now it's a 5-point Raptor lead. The Magic have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Here's Vucevic. And he overshot that one, missing.
That was the best he could do. Just fade a little bit, try and get a clean look, but the defense was right on him.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You take a look at the Raptors. Right now, they're in 7th in the conference, looking to build on their record. And, of course, there's the Magic, and they're down 4 spots from them.
And I think for Toronto, they're in the mix for a playoff spot, which is definitely a positive. But I'm sure they'd like to have had their hands around that spot a little tighter than they do.
I agree. They're not going to be able to coast. They're going to have to battle their way into the postseason. But maybe they'll toughen up by the time the playoffs arrive.
And that one is good. 8 points for Evan Fournier.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Lowry against Augustine. Lowry dishes to Leonard. Outside, Green. Sinks the triple. Green's got his second bucket of the night.
And defensively, these guys are looking for answers since halftime. They've seemed disjointed and out of sync. They have got to get back that rhythm defensively.
Now, here's Isaac. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the foul goes against Toronto. And Jonathan Isaac making progress, but he was drafted knowing he had a lot of work to do.
Yeah, and you really shouldn't try and compare Isaac to the rest of his draft class. He's going to be on a different timeline as far as his development goes. Might take longer for him to be ready, but the payoff, man, could be huge as his ceiling is really high.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Well, Steve, we have a viewer question that has come in here. It's Randy from Texas. And let me see if I can. Oh, he says, what's your favorite basketball movie?
The Fish That Saved Pittsburgh, Kevin. That's my favorite basketball movie. And there's a lot of them.
Is it really?
But I would say that was probably number 1 for me.
No kidding. Good on both.
And Isaac really continues to intrigue you. A 6'10" forward who's just got great agility and can be a nightmare in transition.
Now, here is Monroe. Back to Lowry. Over Augustine. And Craig Monroe with the slam.
And just another example, Kevin, of how they built this lead, just outworking them.
Greg, that was definitely an effort play right there. You talk about that all the time, fighting to get proper position, then slamming home the putback.
Sheer hustle and will out there. He wanted the ball more, and he went up and got it with some style.
Terrence Ross is checked in for Orlando. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now.
Woo, that's the one when you watch the film back, he's going to cringe. He couldn't ask for a better opportunity.
Outside Lowry. Kicks it to Leonard. Shoots. Misses off the right iron. And so it's Augustine who will bring it up for the Orlando Magic. 6-point game. High arcing shot, and the layup is up and in. Augustine's got 18 points in the game.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
Out left to the wing. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Vucevic. The Raptors shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And that one falls for Greg Monroe. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. The Magic trail by 5. Now Ross shoots over Leonard. No good from Ross.
And this is a guy that can get you stops. Aggressive on the defensive end.
Also doing a good job of tracking the ball, contesting the mid-range jumper as well.
Now here is Augustine. Here is Ross. Pass to Vucevic. Kicks it out to Gordon. Shot clock at 2. Three-pointer Augustine. It's good from long range. Augustine's got 21.
And that evened things out. He had a 3 early in the first half. Now gets 1 in the second.
Pass to Green. Monroe finds Lowry. And the Raptors miss again.
You know, he was looking for revenge, trying to match shots from distance.
Toss in the corner. Back to Augustine. He dishes it to Ross. For the tie. Rebounded by Greg Monroe. The Raptors have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. And again, Toronto no luck.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Here's Fournier up again.
And the road back into this game wasn't a short one, but they've managed to make it all the way back and tie this thing up.
Now, this team, they trust each other. Even down big, they have the ability to come back, and they have so far.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, guys, Kyle Lowry is a player who has worked his way to stardom. He says, I still feel like I can be better. I'm never satisfied. My team is good, but I think the best I can be is a champion. There is no other goal in basketball. Guys?
D.A., that's how you truly create a legacy. Toronto's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Outside Leonard, back to Lowry. Outside Leonard. Steps back and fires. Rebound by the Magic. Vucevic has got his 16th rebound on the night. Lowry against Augustine. For the lead. And it's off the back rim, no good. Toronto, they've gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. And Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. So for the Magic, Simmons checked in for Evan Fournier, and it's Grant in for Augustine. Then for the Raptors, Siakam is checked in for Ibaka, and it's Wright in for Danny Green. Here's Monroe. He's got 5. Lowry kicks to Wright. Leonard inside. He's guarded by Ross, and Leonard gets it to go.
Kevin, I like that he's staying aggressive. One of the NBA's most consistent scorers. Kawhi's been doing it all tonight.
Now here's Ross. Shot clock at 6. Hit his foot. And the ref's whistling a kick ball. The Magic making a switch here. Bamba's checked in. And Toronto also making a switch. Van Vliet's checked in. There's the pass to Bamba. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Shot clock at 5. For 3, Ross connects from three-point range. Ross has got his second bucket tonight.
When he gets a good look at the basket, Ross has no problem drilling a 3.
Right outside. He kicks it to Leonard. Pass to Siakam. Right side. Here's Monroe. That one misses. The Magic go the other way with it. Inside, here's Gordon, and then Gordon with the dunk.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Pass to Siakam. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Grant against Wright. Grant outside. Misses off the left iron.
And this is a guy that can get you stops. Aggressive on the defensive end.
Also doing a good job of tracking the ball, contesting the mid-range jumper as well.
And a chance now to look at the schedule coming up for the Toronto Raptors. On Wednesday, they'll continue the road trip, heading out to Atlanta to take on the Hawks. And then on Friday, they'll take on John Wall and the Washington Wizards.
And for the matchup with the Grizzlies, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
That free throw missing. And he sinks the second.
He is definitely disappointed. He couldn't put his team up in front, but at least he knotted this one up.
Grant outside. Here's Gordon. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And if you're wondering where the points are coming from here tonight, here's a breakdown in the scoring between the front court and back court tonight for the Magic.
And it's been pretty even between the bigs and smalls here. With the game still in question, we'll see which of these guys can take another step to take over the game.
Free throw good, Gordon. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Greg Monroe. Gordon hits both of them.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Raptors. Kicks to Wright. Passes to Leonard. Over Gordon. Ross grabs the board. Orlando leading. 1:52 left to play here in the third. Grant outside. From 15 feet away, offensive rebound, and the dunk by Bamba.
Yeah, and this is something Bamba does so well. Unbelievable recognition and timing to come up with offensive rebounds.
Here's Van Vliet. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That's foul number 2 for him. Isaac's checked in for Terrence Ross. .125 left in the third. Here's Siakam, defended by Gordon. It's good. Siakam's got 4 points this quarter. Orlando's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Grant the pass to Gordon. Three-pointer. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
I mean, defensively, you have to close out harder than that.
Raptors trail by 5. And the pass to Van Vliet. 50 seconds left to play here in the third. And that one's good. Leonard.
This is what you want to do on the offensive end. Get Kawhi looks in the paint. Rely on him to make a play.
Here's Grant. It's good. Grant's got the lead up to 5 now for the Magic.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Here's Siakam. They get a hand on it. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Grant finds Gordon. Back to Grant. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Outside Gordon. 6 to shoot. Shot from 16. And nothing but air on that one. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Magic out in front, up by 5. 2K Sports, back in a moment from the Amway Center. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Raptors trail by 5. Gordon down low with Bamba next to him. Jonathan Simmons is out there with Grant. And it's Isaac in at the 3 spot. That's who's out there for Orlando. Here's Siakam. Isaac with the steal. Here's Simmons. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And Jonathan Simmons, the explosive wing player, went undrafted but has earned a spot in the NBA after a strong couple of years in the G League. Now he's established himself as a potent offensive player.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. And for Simmons, when he was in the G League, he developed, Greg, his playmaking.
Yeah, spent some time at point guard at that level, and I think it helps him in terms of finding ways to create shots for himself. He's definitely, though, at his best when the ball is in his hands. Not so much a spot-up player, but he can create offense for a team in a hurry.
And he's good on the second.
And good job bringing that free throw percentage up here in the second half. Doing a great job at the line.
Here's Van Vliet. Right outside. And Siakam has it in the corner. Just 4 to shoot. The tray. It's hauled in by the Magic. Here's Grant. And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That's foul number 2 for him. Now, here's Isaac. He's covered by Leonard. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And here are the Raptors now. Raptors trail by 6. He kicks to Valanciunas. Back to Leonard. Now the feed to right, and it's sent back by Isaac.
Oh, how about the read from the young fella? Isaac is dependable at anticipating when to go for the block.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the 4th. Grant outside. 6 on the shot clock. Teardrop shot, and it's good on the way in. And the Magic lead by 8.
Yeah, going to the floater right there. That was pretty.
Leonard kicks to Van Vliet. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Mohamed Bamba. And Fred Van Vliet, the Wichita State product, took some time getting into the NBA, but my goodness, is he a factor now for this team?
You know, I love the way Van Vliet can create space with his movement and getting into a defender. Great at reading a defense and finding the right play. He thinks several steps ahead of the play when he's on the floor.
First free throw is good. DJ Augustine's checked in for the Magic. And Toronto also making a switch. Green, he's checked in for Wright. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Now here is Augustine. Here's Gordon. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
The Magic making a switch here. Vucevic is checked in. Then for the Raptors, Serge Ibaka is checked in for Siakam. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Fred Van Vliet.
One shot, gentlemen.
And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for the Raptors. They trail by 9 points. Valanciunas in the high post. It's stolen by Vucevic. Lowry against Augustine. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Off target there, that would have pushed the lead to double digits. To the paint, and stolen by Gordon. Simmons on the wing, guarded by Green. Pass to Augustine. Kicks to Vucevic. Pass to Augustine. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Here's a look at the schedule for the Orlando Magic. On Friday, they'll be taking on Paul Millsap and the Denver Nuggets. Then on Sunday, they'll go up against LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers.
And that game against the Warriors, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
Still trying to shoot his way out of this funk. But if it doesn't come within the flow of the offense, the whole team suffers.
Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Lowry. Outside Leonard. Leonard draws the double. Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
I mean, a great look by Kawhi, aware of what the defense is trying to do, understands the spacing.
Augustine dishes to Vucevic. Back to Augustine. The Magic again can't hit.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Right side, Green. He feeds it to Ibaka. Yep, that one goes in there.
Timeout.
And now it's only a 5-point Magic lead.
With a hand in his face, Ibaka able to maintain concentration and deliver the goods.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. Evan Fournier's checked in for Jonathan Simmons. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Steve Clifford had to say to his team. He still wants them to be aggressive and assertive on offense. He said, I don't want us to get content with this lead. Build on it. Don't give them any chance of getting back in this thing. Kevin?
Three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Green passes to Ibaka. Vucevic against Valanciunas. Lowry for three. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Hey, continue to stack it up from three. He's got 2 in each half so far.
Orlando leading by 5. Pass to Isaac. Shot left block. Vucevic the pass to Augustine. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Augustine's got 5 points in the quarter.
His shooting has been outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Lobs it up for Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
I'll tell you, for a veteran, Ibaka still gets sky high on these alley-oops.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play, sponsored by Under Armour Hover Havoc. Here's Gordon. They get it back, and the second chance effort by Gordon. And the Magic lead by 7.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Green against Fournier. Valanciunas with the ball. Shot clock at 6. Augustine against Lowry. And that one goes long.
Still no rhythm. This may be a time when you want to make the extra pass. Give someone else a chance.
Now here's Isaac. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. So it's Orlando now. Augustine against Lowry. Clock at 6. The pass to Gordon. And here is Isaac. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Outside Lowry. Lets it go from deep. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And you can just see his confidence is rising. Bucket after bucket from long range.
And Fournier kicks to Isaac. Poke loose. Leonard with the steal. Here's Lowry. And no good that time. The Magic go the other way with it. Knocks it loose and out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. Magic leading by 4. Puts it up off the inbound. Augustine, that's good.
It seems like they found their rhythm offensively, and they're shooting the ball much better out of the break.
And here is Green. He kicks it to Valanciunas. Pass to Lowry. Just 5 to shoot. Over Augustine. And the Raptors miss again.
And they continue to control the glass.
To the inside. And it's sent back by Leonard.
Yeah, that shot gets jacked. Great anticipation by the claw.
Outside Fournier. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Isaac misses.
Yeah, another missed opportunity, and you can just see the frustration.
He wants to help his team, but when you're in position to finish, it's hard to turn that down.
Now Augustine. Kawhi Leonard missing from long range. Baca against Fournier, and he jams it with authority.
And it was the screen there, guys, that freed him up as he ran his man into it.
And then it was all acceleration, GA, to the bucket right after that.
That was just a textbook pick that allowed him room, and he took advantage of it.
Now here's Leonard. Shoots over Isaac. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Leonard's got 21.
One of the more physical wings in the league. Kawhi gets smacked there, but not to be denied.
And Augustine kicks to Fournier over Green. Fournier's shot is off.
I love the anticipation defensively there to get into the perfect spot.
Green finds Lowry. Leonard draws the double, and the wide open shot from Green. No good on the 3. Magic leading by 6. Now Isaac from downtown. Green with the rebound. Back to Leonard. Outside Lowry. Shoots it up. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. 23 points for Leonard.
Can't help but love the way Leonard plays the game. Stone-faced assassin.
Augustine against Lowry. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Vucevic against Valanciunas. 6 to shoot. Augustine dishes to Vucevic. He gets it in there. And the Magic lead by 6. And there's 1:45 left in the 4th. Left side, Leonard. Shoots over Isaac. And it's Leonard missing. Orlando's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Isaac passes to Gordon. Outside Fournier. It's stolen by Green.
And definitely playing the opponent, but also they're playing against the clock.
I think that's the thing. You can't give away 1 second now. You're toast. I mean, unbelievable. It's one thing to be talented, but Kawhi is clutch as well.
Free throw good from Kawhi Leonard.
The perfect guy to have on the line right now.
Magic leading by 3. To to the middle. Here's Vucevic. Misses in close. And so Lowry will bring it up for Toronto. To the paint. It's good! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
What more can you ask for?
Phenomenal here in the clutch. This is what fans tune in to see.
Now here's Vucevic. Back to Augustine. Just 4 to shoot. For the 3. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Absolutely critical chance right here.
They need this one to go their way.
Lowry from outside. Cans the 3.
The defense knew Lowry would most likely get the shot. He still came up with the clutch bucket.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. They're trailing by 2. 23 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Kawhi Leonard.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
Here's Vucevic. Over Valanciunas. Sinks it. He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
When you have space like he did there, you never go with the fadeaway jumper. He has to attack the rim next time.
And the Raptors call time here. Green kicks to Ibaka. Lowry with the ball. Right side, Leonard. Shoots. Good!
Kyle Lowry with great vision and court awareness on that play. What a pass.
And Steve Clifford wants a timeout. What's your take, guys?
Yeah, tough situation here, but they do have enough time to get a catch and shoot. It's going to have to be very quick, but they do have time.
Near the three-point line, it's Augustine. Oh, he couldn't make that shot go to force overtime. And so the big win by Toronto in a tight game. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin, with Danny Green. And Danny, you know how good a shooter you are, obviously, but you have really incorporated defense into your game. Now, how important is it for you to show up at that end?
Very important. I mean, it helped the team a lot. My job really is come in, bring defense, and a lot of energy.
Well, mission accomplished for you tonight, Danny. Congrats. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, thanking you for being with us. So long, everyone.